it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com, here with game number 1 with the 4-color Lifegain deck. This is a very risky hand, as we have 2 black cards but no black sources, but we do have 4-turn plays with the Huntmaster and the Rock's Faithmender. This would be a perfect hand here if we had a Farseek instead of one of these, but I'm going to keep it. I don't think it's a mole, because if you cut like this card out, that's still a keepable 6. Cut any card, it's still a keepable 6, so no, we won't mole. Lead off here with the Sacred Foundry, as the Sun Pale can now come into play untapped. And let's see what we're up against. Overgrown Tomb, wow, actually not against the hyper-aggressive deck unless it's a Jund build. Another deck that's getting quite popular right now is the good old Brian Kibler green-black deck, as that does very well with the Smiters and the Predatory Ooze, or not the Smiters, the Lot Literals and the Predatory Oozes do very well against the green-red aggro deck. So we need to draw into one more land here, and we'll be online with the Faithmender and the Huntmaster. Play the Faithmender first, depending on what he plays here. Lot Literal can be very problematic. I don't see it. Could be going against traditional Jund here, which is about a 50-50, I would say. Perfect card to draw. Couldn't think of a better card. Now we have ways to exile an Olivia if it comes out, or cast our later on our Burial Rites. So we're in good shape. I didn't like this draw. I don't like to draw that until, of course, later. Great thing about this deck is it has the ability to dig with Disciple of Bolas. Another good card. And I might Pillar, Mizium Mortars. I think the right play here is just to chuck out the Mender, because I still don't know if we're going against a hyper-aggressive Jund deck either. It just does look like it's traditional Jund, which is another good It's another good option. It's one of those decks that can beat the hyper-aggressive decks. So it does get Dreadboard, so it does look like Jund control, which is okay with me. Now we could actually Burial Rites our Faithmender here, but it doesn't look like we're going to really need to be racing life. So maybe the Huntmaster is the right play. See what we're up against. We could be just getting hit in the face from a Hell Rider right here, or Thunder My Hellkite. Bonfire for 2, hard cast. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and cast another Faithmender and pass it back to here. Our Angel Serenity is going to get us card advantage in the long run, so he can control as long as he wants with this Jund. He's probably playing a lot of Thragtusks. Probably Olivia, probably Vampire Nighthawk. So I do like our chances here, as we're going to be able to get some massive card advantage with the Unburial Rite, Sever, and Restoration Angel. Oh, wow. So, speaking of which, we will discard them all but the Unburial Rites. And that way we can Unburial Rites the Angel this turn, which is awesome. Centaur Healer, not too shabby. And I guess we'll just go ahead and do that right now. Get some massive card advantage. Not a bad 3 to put under the Angel Serenity. And there goes his advantage with the Rakdos Return. I'm not really liking his deck, actually. I think it is a poor choice to be running Rakdoses and Bonfires main board, as they're bad, very bad against the hyper-aggressive decks. But good against my deck. And he's going to try to take my guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sucks, because if he gets that Angel Trinity, we're in bad shape, because he can take that next turn. But we'll wheedle him down at least, and hopefully we can draw into that another few lands to get rid of that Olivia, and we'll get back our Angel Serenity eventually. Olivia's a pain for decks like mine, the mid-range decks, as it can just take over games. So Dreadboard is definitely going to come in. I don't think the abrupt decays will come out, and sever will come back in, and we'll be looking better next turn. Thragtusk, of course, is a great draw here. Puts us up way out of reach for him. 31 life. It's going to take him a while to wheel me down. But this game really isn't about who kills. It's not a damage race. It's about who controls the board better. And it does look like he's going to be able to take my Angel Serenity. That's not the best of draws. So he could take my Angel and hit and kill whatever I attack with, and the Angel still survives. But no, I can definitely pump the Thragtusk. So I'm just going to swing in with the Thragtusk. Sweet. So this is going to work out very well for me if he doesn't block the Thragtusk. He takes 6 here. And if he does block the Thragtusk, I get my Angel Serenity back. Or I get all the cards in the hand from Angel Serenity. So yeah, let's see here. I don't think pumping is the right choice. I think it's just to chuck out a Centaur Healer. Put some more pressure on him. And once again, we really need to hit that Angel Serenity. Or, sorry, excuse me. We really need to hit that 7th mana source. Oh, Olivia. And maybe I should have tapped my lands right so I could actually cast this Abrupt Decay in a turn. Alright, let's focus here, I guess. I guess no matter how I did it. Oh, yes, black, green. Yep, okay. Alright, getting closer. Now he can ping and just block with Olivia. And kill my Thragtusk here, but it gives me another Unburial Rites target. He doesn't know what I have in my hand either. And ping. Just ping, huh? So yes, it is in my best interest here to put counters on my guy. And he might have... No, he doesn't have an answer to it. He's down to 2. Or does have an answer here, maybe. Yeah, he's down to 2. Getting kind of scary, though, with his... If he takes my Thragtusk here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All we have to do is draw a land, though, and this game is over. It's going to ping down my healer as well. Yeah. Oh, Abrupt Decay my healer. That's fine. So we got 4 Farseeks that will work for 2 turns from now. We've got another Sever. We've got plenty of lands. So statistically, I think we're in decent shape here. And there's the land. And this should be a wrap. So I think I'm going to actually let him take my guy here. Okay, he scoops here, so he knows what's going on. So there you go. There's the power of this deck being resilient against these mid-range decks as well, as being very, very good against hyper-aggressive decks. His deck seems pretty good if he's running mainboard Abrupt Decays, Dreadbores against that hyper-aggressive red deck, but I still think that he'd run into problems. I like this deck a lot better against the hyper-aggressive. Angel Serenity is a boss again. Bant is also another deck that you definitely should be considering if you're going to a large tournament to play, because Supreme Verdict is that good right now. I know there is Boros Charm out there, but sometimes the hyper-aggressive red decks don't play around it, and if they do, then you can just usually slam like a Thragtusk or something if they're playing around, leaving up Boros Charm mana. So, yeah, definitely, if I were to run in a tournament now, I'd run the green-black Kibbler version deck, Bant, or this one is the ones I would choose. All right, so let's go on the sideboard here. I'll quit rambling. And Dreadbore comes in. Slaughter Games is an interesting choice. So is Rakdos Return, because he is more of a control deck. I don't think Blind Obedience, even though Blind Obedience I could eventually wheedle him down. I don't know if Blind Obedience or Lingering Souls. I have a feeling he's running Thundermaw. So I'm not going to go for the Abrupt Decays. I think they're dead cards. And I'm also thinking that the Centaur Healers and maybe the Rock's Faithmenders are something that this matchup does not need. So I'm going to take out the Faithmenders. I'm going to bring in the Slaughter Games. I'm going to bring in the Lingering Souls. I'm not sure if that's the right thing. I'm not sure if taking out the Centaur Healers is the right call either. Didn't get to see enough of his deck to really know what he runs. Blind Obedience. Going to bring in a Blind Obedience and 2 Lingering Souls and call this good. I don't know about Slaughter Games could just name Olivia, and there's basically the threat that hurts our deck. Otherwise, now do we need a Cloud Shift if that much is out? Yes, I still do like Cloud Shift in this matchup. I don't know if I need, yeah, Tristani too. So maybe a Faithmender, just a 1 of Faithmender as options to gain a ton of life and just really seal the deal. Or I think we'll go like this. Now, normally I wouldn't keep a hand like this, but since Angel Serenity is so good in this matchup, I'm not going to mold this. We've got the 3 white sources and every other color. So yes, we could be drawing in some dead cards here, but Angel Serenity is amazing in this matchup, and we could just be walking into a huge Rakdos Return, like a turn 2 Farseek, and then we'll just be blown out of the water. But we're going to chance it. So we need a target for our Restoration Angel now. So no turn 2 Farseek on his part or my part. And Barrow Rights, that's going to protect us against Rakdos' return. But here's Olivia again. I need to find an answer for her, if it is. Very good card against my deck right now. And that was dumb of me. I should have kept it up. Actually, yeah, I should have definitely played the Isolated Chapel there to play it in a turn. So maybe we are concerned with life here if Olivia just gets huge. But we'll just keep the creatures off the board here. Just eventually is hard cast into an Angel Serenity. Okay. Now there's no point. Okay, so now we can play this into play tapped. And we will Restoration Angel to kill that Thragtusk. I was thinking about including Olivia in this deck as well. I just don't have them on MTGO at the moment. And yeah, I didn't really worry too much about it. Okay, so Searing Spear and Olivia. So we're probably going to lose this one, because we're going to take 9 here. Just too slow drawing the lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, rather than give him time to respond, we can Resto and protect it with Cloud Shift. Slaughter Games. If he names Angel of Serenity here, we're just pretty much dead. If he names Restoration Angel, I think we just cast the Restoration Angel just in case. And he's probably named Angel Serenity here. As Angel Serenity will get me back in this game. Otherwise, he might actually name Sever the Bloodline here as well. Yeah, Angel Serenity. So he lucks out there, and I have it in my hand. And so now we have to draw in that into that. What a bad card, though. Like, he only gets 2 cards out of my library. He gets very lucky that it's actually in my hand here. But pretty much duh that it probably was in my hand. Looking very bad for us. We could block and Cloud Shift our own Restoration Angel if we wanted to keep our own Restoration Angel alive. But I think the best thing to do is just kill off this Thragtusk and pray for Sever the Bloodline next turn. Yep. So that Angel would have got us back in the game here. I don't think Unburial Rites is going to do it. One, two, three, four, five. We can put this into play untapped and still have Unburial Rites plus Cloud Shift. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And in turn, he'll ping it down. And he could just have a Searing Spear in his hand or anything here and win. Block. Yep, and just like that, he activates his Kessig and it's over. Okay, so had a really, really slow, clunky, awkward hand. I'm thinking maybe Centaur Healer or Rocks, definitely Rock's Faithmender actually might be. It survives a Searing Spear. Definitely since I saw those Searing Spears and Abrupt Decays, the Centaur Healers are not coming in. And it just might be better. Lingering Souls might just be a bad card here. I do like the Lingering Souls with Blind Obedience. But I think the Rock's Faithmenders are overall probably the more powerful card. And, I mean, I guess we could take out a Cloud Shift for a Blind Obedience as, you know, late game, Blind Obedience can really put the... swing it in our favor. I think I'm just going to do a 1 of Blind Obedience. If we draw it, we draw it. What else would be bad against him, though? I mean, Olivia's basically been the 2 threats in both games. Without Olivia, I'm not afraid of his deck, so I'm going to keep Slaughter Games in. And Rakdos' Return. So yeah, I think I will go Blind Obedience. Just a 1 of. I do want to go these Lingering Souls. Take out a Rock's Faithmender for Lingering Souls. Just a 1 of Lingering Souls. But I want to do 2 of Lingering Souls, and we'll take out something like... I do like the Cloud Shift, so for the... Huh. Yeah, we'll put in the other Cloud Shift. Call it like this. Play first. We have the Sever the Bloodline, and as risky as this hand is, I'm going to keep it. As it has the answer to the Olivia. These could have been, I mean, very questionable turn, game 2 and 3 keeps. And, oh, good lord. That's probably the absolute worst draw I could have drawn is another Fireseek. Another land would have been worse, but at least we'll get these out of the way. Let's see, need white, white. Got the black, got the black. Sacred Foundry is probably the best one here. And he's going to Farseek as well. No, Deathrite. Ooh, Death is good against me. But mine is better. He's got to answer this. Great draw. He's got to answer it, or he's in big time trouble. Way to get... It's a way to get rid of that Deathrite Shaman, hopefully. Yeah, Deathrite's extremely powerful versus my deck. Another card that I thought about including in my 75, but I decided against it. Yeah, there's the Dreadbore. So I might just need to sever off the Deathrite Shaman before it gets too problematic. Ugh, come on. That's a bad draw. And I would have kept my Abrupt Decaysian if I knew that he had Deathrites. But, I mean, this could be the wrong move. We'll see. He can't, in response to get rid of my Sever, but he can get rid of my Huntmaster here. Now, if Olivia comes down, I am had it with this game. Oh, wow. Of course, of course, of course. But I still think that it might be the best interest to get rid of that Deathrite Shaman before it exiles too much of my graveyard. And it would have been able to exile that Sever. So next turn I can Sever. And he chooses not to block, of course, that's fine. So we'll check out a Trostani, another card that can actually be very, very problematic for him. And I hope he doesn't have double Olivia in his hand. Had this damn card every game. So he does look like he's going to choose to shoot. So he's going to waste his turn shooting off my wolf, which is fine. So I'm thinking he probably does have another Olivia in his hand. But it is what it is. And maybe the right play then is just to swing in and not sever the Olivia. Well, it probably still is the best. Just to get rid of this Olivia. So now we need to draw like a Thragtusk and another Huntmaster. Anything here. Just anything but a land. And we're golden. Rakdos Return would hurt really bad here. Oh, good lord. Of course. But that doesn't hurt. It's just one card that really hurts us. Not a land. Of course a land. Sometimes you just... Kind of a bad keep on my part. I guess I can't bitch too much. Okay. And he's going to play a Huntmaster of his own. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Not a land. Anything but a land. So Slaughter Games. We could just get rid of those Olivias. Now I'm wishing I would have the Lingering Souls instead. But I think maybe Thragtusk is the right thing to call here. But... yeah, I think I'm going to name Thrag. Since one Olivia's already gone. Oh, look at that. We get a little bit lucky, and one's in his hand. So let's just look here. He got 2 more Olivias left, 3 more Huntmasters, and a Garruk here. The Staff and Nin is good. Slaughter Games are kind of deadish. Got a Bonfire in hand, a Bonfire there. Another Devourfash, 2 Deathrite Shamans. Okay, so get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. And the Bonfire is going to get scary late game. So that was actually worth it. We ended up naming the right card. Getting a card out of his hand and a bunch out of his library. Ugh, that's not a good card. I think we do hold it. I don't know. He could have drawn a Rakdos Return. If that's the case, we're in bad shape. But I do believe we have to hold this here. Yeah, yeah, because he has bonfires. If that's the case. So we need to draw a Thragtusk. That'd be the ultimate draw. Well, no, actually, I don't know what we draw here. Gonna Slaughter gains my Thragtusk away. Or Angel Serenity again. Yeah, that's probably the right move for Angel Serenity. Thragtusk, okay. And he just, okay, he did exile, okay. So my 3 Thragtusks are gone. Not land. Four, 5, 6. So basically this is game. Can't blame the deck too much. I'm going to blame the pilot here. This was a bad keep on my part, I guess, to keep the so many lands and the Farseek. So then the Disciple and the Cloud Shift just came at weird times to where I couldn't get any advantage out of them. But I still like the deck. Yeah, I definitely do blame the pilot. My bad. I'll try to play better in the next game. And so bonfires for, let's see, so 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. And I can't Cloud Shift in response to a bonfire. And I can't Cloud Shift to do anything here. So it's game. Alright, well, what have we drawn? Another Cloud Shift, Dreadbore, Kessig, wow. Drawn dead. Drawn way dead here. There's our angels. Alright, well, this is Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.